Hey everybody, this is Betsy Veldman for Papertrey Ink, and I am back again today to talk a little bit about one of the dies that is included in the Make It Market Tinsel Tags Trimmings Additions Kit. This is a little die, a two-piece die that will create the cutest little dimensional house. It's the perfect size to fit inside of the little snow globes or to use on package toppers, tags, that sort of thing. We felt it was a great fit for the Trimmings Additions kit because of all the other little elements in that kit that are a little bit more dimensional. There's cute little bottle brush trees, some little miniature deer, all sorts of things. So we thought this little house die was the perfect fit for the Additions kit. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to assemble this little house. I have made about 40 of these in the last week or so with all of the projects that I have done with the kit, and so I'll show you kind of the easiest way I found to assemble it in the process. Okay, so there are stamps in the main stamp set that coordinate with the house die. There is the base of the house, which is the same stamp that coordinates with the scene dies from the main Tinsel and Tags kit. And then there is the side of the house, which is this pointed piece here. And then there is a separate roof stamp, which coordinates with this roof die, which is a little bit different than the roof that coordinates with the base of the house when you use it with the scene dies. Just because of the construction of the house being three-dimensional, the roof is a little bit different, so there is a different stamp for that. Oh, and there is also a tiny little chimney stamp, which is a little rectangle here up in the corner on your stamp set. So we will need that one also. Okay, so I have die cut the house, the base of the house from Pure Poppy cardstock and the roof from Aqua Mist. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp on that. And I have found, I did a whole bunch of these the other day, and if you want to make it quick and easy, if you're doing several of them assembly line style, you can make your stamping a little quicker by laying out your stamps on top of your die cut, making sure that they're lined up, and then just go ahead and pick them up with your block. Okay, so I am going to stamp on the Pure Poppy cardstock with some Scarlet Jewel ink. I'm actually going to get rid of that because I can see it actually a little better. I can line up the windows. That's a good reference point there. And then I'll stamp it once more. Okay. And there we added lots of little detail with our stamp. And then we can go ahead and do the roof. Image, and I'm going to stamp that with some Ocean Tides ink. And again, I can use the window cutout as an easy reference for lining everything up. Okay, and then like I said, there is the little chimney rectangle, which can be stamped separately. You can see the die here has a little cutout that allows you to pop up that little chimney. So I'm going to stamp that in some smoky shadow. Okay, go ahead and pop that up. Now onto the assembly. Before you start assembling everything, I've been using a little piece of score tape. This is just 1/8 inch score tape, and I put a little piece of that right along the tab That will connect to the other side. And then also you want to put a little piece of score tape on the back side of the first flap to the left of that tab. So this flap right here, I'm going to put a little piece of score tape right on the top edge of that flap. Okay, so then before I begin adhering everything, I found it works best to just fold everything on the score lines. It will make assembly go a little smoother. And as you're folding, you might need a little help to make sure everything's folding nice and straight. And I'm also going to go ahead and fold all of the flaps for the base, as well as the flaps that will attach to the roof. You'll notice I did not put score tape on the flaps of the roof. I'm going to be using a liquid adhesive for that. I just found it was a little bit easier to line up my roof if I used a liquid adhesive. It gave me a little more freedom to move things around and adjust them, but you might find that you like score tape on the roof line too instead of the liquid, but you can play around with that and see what works best for you. Okay, so then we're going to take the roof and we're going to fold that on the score line also. I found it worked quite well to leave it laying on my desk and then just bring that up and fold it nice and straight along that score line, and then you can pop up the little chimney also. Okay, so before we close up the bottom flaps on the house, I'm going to attach the roof. I found it was easier to attach the roof first before closing up the flaps, and that way I can, that bottom is left open, so I can just put my finger inside and help those flaps adhere to the roof. Okay, so there we have liquid adhesive on all of the flaps for the attached to the roof. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my finger inside of the base of the house, and that will allow me to kind of push up against those flaps and get that roof on there nice and straight. And using the liquid adhesive on this step lets you just kind of be able to move it around and adjust it so that it's on there nice and straight and even and tight. Okay, and then before I close up the flaps on the bottom, I'm going to make sure my little chimney is popped up. Okay, and then we can go ahead and fold those inner flaps, those smaller flaps right inside. And the reason I put the score tape on this flap is because that is going to be the front of my house, and that way this front flap folds to the back, which gives that front edge kind of a nice, more finished look. So I'll go ahead and peel the score tape, and then I'll just make sure everything's nice and squared up before I secure that bottom flap with the score tape. And there you go. There is a cute little dimensional house. They are perfect for putting inside of the clear dome ornaments to create just a really fun little snow globe. You can fill that with some of the artificial snow, which was included in the main kit. And for this here, I just put my daughter's name on the front on the small banner die that's included in the main kit. And then I actually just attached it to a lid from a wide mouth mason jar, which I spray painted with a little bit of spray paint. Makes just the cutest little snow globe ornament. We are actually going to be using these for our Christmas Eve dinner table. I always do special place cards for that, and so this is the theme of the year. And one other project, you can also use those little house dies along with the scene builder dies, which are from the main Tinsel and Tags kit. And here, instead of putting them in the snow globe, I created more of a pop-up element. It just makes a cute package topper, and it's all attached to that main slotted tag, which is included in the Tinsel Tags main kit as well. So that's just a few projects for you and a few assembly tips for the little three-dimensional house that is included in the Tinsel Tags Additions kit. And that kit will be available for purchase from the Papertrey Ink website beginning on October 1st at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and we will see you back here real soon.